Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Conscious Conversations interview series with Alexi J. McDonald here from Above and Beyond Reality. Joined today by Martha Dada. I said I was going to be Spanish today, so I'll put my Spanish accent on for that one. Martha, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good.
I'm very happy to be able to share with everyone what our journey with PSYCH-K has been.
Yeah, what wonderful journeys they all are. So you're joining us all the way from Mexico. How good. All the way on the other side of the world. I just love that we're able to connect like this and have face-to-face communications, even though you're on the other side of the world. It's so cool.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Awesome, cool.
And it's night here, and I believe it's just the morning.
Yes, beautiful winter's day. Second day of winter today. It's, Western Australia, our winters are blue skies anyway, so we're pretty blessed over here. But anyway, today's conversation all about PSYCH-K and your journey. So please, we could start with that. How's things for you? How did PSYCH-K come into your life? What was going on before, and how's it been since?
Well, part of my journey, I was starting coaching, and I learned that beliefs are very important. So that was good. I understand it. Okay. But I also had this question, how do I change beliefs? And I started like searching what was out there about beliefs. And I found like a lot of people, Bruce Lipton, and I saw for the first time the PSYCH-K word. So, okay, I went into the web on the internet and I saw there were courses, but I said, oh, this is too expensive for me. But part of the magic was that some years later, I don't really remember that clearly, but I went on to the webpage again, and then I said, I want this. And I told my husband, well, it's this workshop, and it's about PSYCH-K, and it's about this and beliefs. And he said, okay, go on, I'll pay that, your first workshop for you. And I said, really? And it was so easy. And then a couple of months later, I was sitting on the workshop, and I told you, I was kind of nervous, like trying to think, what am I doing here? But as soon as my instructor, Martha, started telling us about PSYCH-K, I was thrilled, and I knew I had to be there. And it's been a very nice journey for me. And then I took the advanced workshop, health and well-being master, and like a friend we have here in Mexico, she says, I'm addicted to PSYCH-K. and it's not only what PSYCH-K teaches, it's all that it's around PSYCH-K, you know, the people, how you feel when you're in these groups, because I've been in many workshops, but here it's so much coherent with everyone, so much coherence, what they say, what their lives are, how they are, their personalities, what they do. And it's been beautiful.
I agree with you on that. There's no BS. There is no room for BS with PSYCH-K, and that really comes through in the workshop. Sometimes you have some people that ask a lot of questions, but they're always like very vulnerable, open, authentic, and real questions. And often that's the gift of the workshop, is working through all of that together. So I share that with you. It's such an amazing space, and I love that term you use, coherence, because it really is a coherent field that we all create together in wanting to create something better for ourselves. So that's beautiful language.
Thank you.
So you went to the workshop, and then what happened to your life?
Well, Um, First of all, I always felt something that I didn't know what it was, but like something was in my way, was
Mm.
getting in my way. Like I knew what I wanted to do. I I I was good. It was a good intention in what I wanted to do, and I'm a good person, I thought. But why is it that I cannot go there? I cannot reach what I wanted. And for me, it was about, okay, what I was doing for business, my own business as facilitator, but also as a human being, because this part of me was always like behind this wall, behind this
Mm.
block that I didn't know what it was. But then I started working with PSYCH-K and balancing. Each process is named a balance. It's a balance. So I started balancing from the basic, like, I love myself, I want to live, I deserve this, I am happy, all those basic balances. But I think most of us take for granted many times. We think, oh, of course I want to live. For me, it was a surprise when I balanced. I want to live. Yes, I wanted to live. But when I balanced, I don't want to live. It was also strong for me. So that
Mm.
was like mind blowing. And so I started my work, my own self work. And I don't know what happened. I can say like it was this day or this balance, but I started to feel lighter. I started to feel happier. Uh, um, I started to uh, live life like with a lot of hope. I was not afraid of the future. That is very important for me. I was not afraid of the future.
Mm.
And I started to let go of all my boundaries. And I'm still working on it, but people who are around me can notice that I am different, that I
Mm.
am happier. Of course, I have my days, but in general, I can say I'm a happy person. I'm looking forward for the future.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. It's
And
nice and it's
and
rare.
yes, it's very nice because it's not only you. It's it's about the things that happen to you. It's about the people who are starting to come close to you. It's all in that same vibration.
Mm.
It's all on the same happiness and going forward that you're onto. It's like getting in this rail, and then all starts to go well for you, and
Mm.
it's like magic.
It's
Uh-huh.
not magic, it's just you. It's your divinity.
That's right. And that is also what I want to talk about for the people who are here with us, who are listening, because for me that is a very important central part of psyche, is that it's based on the spirit. And if I have learned something in this journey with psyche, is that we are pure spirit, we are pure love, and all of our personality, what we talk about, what get us angry, all those things that are in us, that that's just some things we learned from other people, or maybe we learn to protect ourselves, so we are trying to be, But if you take away all of that things that we think we are, you get pure love and pure spirit.
Mm.
Even the toughest people, even the angriest, now even the people that you think you don't want to have around you, they are pure spirit. And there are sessions when people start to talk to you about who they are, what they want, what their difficulties have been. It helps you understand that. And suddenly you can realize that the people who's in front of you is just like you.
Hmm.
In the same search of self-love and from the appreciation of others. So that is a big, huge gift that PSYCH-K can give anyone in their life. Just to realize that it changes your life. Mm-hmm.
I was listening to trading just before, and I was mentioned it to you previously as well. But he was saying you're a divine spirit pretending to be. So, like, if you're angry, or if you're upset about something, or if you have a problem, it's like you're this divine spirit, and you're pretending to have this problem. So you've manifest this problem to forget that you're a divine spirit. So it's like, get rid of all the information that you think about that problem, and you can get back to just being a spirit again. we had a giggle about this, how much we complicate this and create so many levels and layers to it all, but really it just gets back to that. You're a spirit. It's stop holding on to everything that is not you.
Yes, that's right. And it's interesting how PSYCH-K invites us to look at this other way. Okay, you have this problem, but what do you want instead? What do you want? So that gets you closer to who you really are. If you want happiness, if you want prosperity, if you want not to feel stressed by a situation, that is getting you closer to who you really are. And what you really deserve. You know? So we can stop putting all those boundaries to who we are or what we deserve, and just open them and look up and look at all we have on our world, on our reach, on our inner being, and that is all for you.
Mm-hmm. It is all you.
Yeah, it's
Cool,
all
cool.
you. So it is true, we sometimes get a little further from that, but it is always our choice to get back on track, back on remembering who we really are. Mm-hmm.
It's a nice thought, that one. So is there any kind of particular person you work with? What kind of clients do you attract into your business?
Well, my sessions are open for everyone, but it's very interesting. The people who come to me are always telling me something about me. So we have if I have a problem in our relationship, suddenly I have this client who has a problem in their relationship, and then the other one, it's like, oh. And I have that same thing happened to me about work. I had this thing about the word work and what work means to me. And I knew that because my clients were all talking about work and what this wasn't working for them. So I said, maybe something is something of this is about me. So I started to study a little bit, or to put my attention in my relationship with work. And also money, it's always a theme for a lot of people. And I was in a session, and this idea came to me, that this idea said, all your relationships, including money, are a reflection of your relationship with yourself. So it was very beautiful and very interesting to learn that.
It gains deeper levels of understanding as you reflect on that. I still get my head around that one. I don't know if I ever will, for sure. But,
it's so nice. And talking about my sessions, I'd like to share the most beautiful sessions I've had are been with my own family. Because to have someone I love and someone I care about to sit here and to allow me, or to be willing to receive this process, just to have them there, it's so beautiful, so valuable to have someone who just in front of you, be willing to receive what you have to give. So I've had my son, both of them, when they have exams and they are kind of nervous, they say, "Hey, Mom, I need a session." And just in 5 minutes, if they're nervous about this exam or something that's going on in their life, we make this session, this balance, and they, "Wow, I feel better. I'm ready now. Thank you, Mom." So that's so practical, so beautiful, so helpful for them.
Yeah, for sure. I wish I had this when I did exams. Like, it would be huge. So do they get the results? Like, how are the results on the tests after doing balances before an exam?
Yes, they're good. They're good because, as you know, if you're stressed, your brain hemispheres are apart. So for them, it's really easy to see the difference before and after. And it's so fast that I love to do those kinds of sessions also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're great. I think you shared a great story about your brother, who is actually a coach as well.
Oh,
after having a session, what was his response? Because this is obviously what he does professionally. You know, he works with people and helps them and helps them grow in their life with his coaching methods. But then, what happened after he had a session with you?
Yes, he was so happy. He was thrilled, and he told me, "Martha, I understand why you don't want to do coaching sessions anymore. This is wonderful." Yeah. And he sent a message to me and said, "I am just in this state of flow and happiness. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled that I love this."
Yeah.
So awesome. To see people who you love to have these results, to be so happy, something that is so fast, so easy, to have such a result and such a change for them in their lives, it's of so much value.
That's cool. I love working with my family. I know I was the first in my family to learn PSYCH-K, and since then everybody's kind of, my brother was he was on it with me and my partner, and then since then my mum and dad. My older brother's not too interested, but that's okay. But it's wonderful to be able to even just to have the conversations with your family members about growing and about, you know, looking at your life and making something better of the things that are annoying us or things that are challenging us. To be able to talk like that with your family members rather than joining in pity parties and judgment parties, it's like such low vibrational talk. It's I love engaging in those conversations with my family members for sure.
Yes, you're right. You're right. And you don't have excuses to have pity for yourself, or, you know,
Yeah.
it it's a big difference, the type of conversations you have with people who have been around PSYCH-K.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
And that is also what I love. The people I have met in the workshops, they're very good friends now. We're like a family. We are all helping each other. That's not the case in other workshops. Uh, Sometimes you find competition, and in PSYCH-K, I haven't seen that. It's all this community who wants to help each other, who wants to grow, who wants to have fun. It's beautiful.
Well, the principles of nature really reflect in the community, doesn't it? You know, everybody is adaptable, flexible, resilient. We're all collaborative and resourceful and helping each other like that. So those principles of nature that we incorporated into such a big framework of the PSYCH-K process is huge for us. And I think it's a shining example. I know for me, I've said it so many times, just having these conversations and just meeting with you and having a listen from your perspective of life and what life means to you now that you have been doing the inner work is so enriching for my life. I get so much out of these conversations, even if it's just communication and just talking. You know, it's so enriching just to learn and to listen from each other, because we're all part of it. We're all one, and we can all learn from each other always.
Yes, and to see your own reflection in others is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Cool. So one last thing I like to do, didn't really prepare you for this, which I kind of like to do, is do you have one piece of an information or a takeaway, something that anybody listening can apply in their life that you do in your life that really helps you? It's a bit of value.
Well, what we were talking about earlier. For me, I've learned it's like we have these two parts of ourselves. This egoic part, this part that it's always wanting more, that it's so strict that nothing is enough, that it's always struggling. But there's also a part of you and a part of everyone who is already complete, who has all the wisdom it needs, who is pure love, who doesn't have to do anything because it is already. So for me, and I think for people who are listening, to acknowledge that, who notice that there is this part of you who's always struggling, who is angry, who is always trying, but there is also this part who's always in peace, who is who always knows what to do, who has this wisdom, this love, and just to stop and think, where am I now? Am I with this part, or I am in this peace and love? That's been very helpful for me.
Yeah.
And I hope it's helpful for everyone else. And just to connect from this part and turn the other side around.
Amazing. Amazing. I can't remember who the poet is that wrote it, but the poem about the two wolves, you know, there's the wolf of ego, fear, judgment, greed, envy, and then there's the wolf of love, joy, compassion, understanding. And which wolf wins?
The one you put attention to.
Yeah, correct.
So like we were talking earlier, sometimes we put so much attention in what is not going well in our life, on what's wrong, and we forget to look into all those places, all those things, beautiful things that are going on in our lives and in our own selves. So that's also the invitation PSYCH-K puts in front of us, like to look the other way and be near that other part of you, that it's happy, that is luminous, that it's beautiful. Well, you know, eventually we'll know, we'll be here and there, but it's a much happier path with PSYCH-K.
Agreed. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Martha. It's been beautiful to chat with you. Did I get it good again?
Please say it again.
No, I can't. No, I can't give it on demand too much.
Yes, you said it
good. Thank you so much, Martha. It's been beautiful, and I look forward to speaking with you more in the future and allowing this relationship to grow and seeing our family members grow together.
Thank you, and thank you for giving me this space to share with others what we're so lucky to have found. Thank you, and for all your work, all your interviews. It's a beautiful work you're doing.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's just as rewarding for me as it is for you. But have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in again today to our Conscious Conversations interview series. Today, we will see you all on the next episode. Thanks, Martha. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye.